This is a Fekwig Drunk Kitchen production, brought to you by Topvar Slovakian Lager, Grant's finest Scotch whiskey, and powered by Kodak batteries. I'm out here in Tofino. I got a little fire started. I got a bit of firewood. There's a little more in the car. Just got my little camp set out. Got a bottle of famous grouse smoky black, and I'm going to, well, there's not much left, but I'm gonna have a wee dram, and got lots of tonic water and stuff to eat here. I got propane for cooking and utensils, and some sticks for roasting wieners and marshmallows and stuff. Got this tent that was given to me by my ex. It's pretty fair size. Got a sleeping bag and everything in there that I need. Plenty of room. Got my gravity chair. And I know I got some Glencairns somewhere. Where did I put them? I don't know. Oh wait, maybe they're in the cooler. Yeah, there's a Glencairn right there. That'll do the trick. Oh, it's frosted too, look at that. I also was sure I brought lots of water, but a frosted Glencairn, that's a little more than Scotch mist. Let me just put this down for a moment while I pour me a dram. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. If not, that's cool too. And there. One Glencairn of smoky black. And there's the fire going. It's blazing. It's a blazing fire. Oh yeah. Even got a little shelter in case it rains above the picnic table. And we're all set. Slancha. Somehow it tastes better out here in the woods. Now I understand why Solweg do that. Have Scotch out in the woods. Well, I'll give you an update later on. I just got here. I just set stuff up. It all came in my little beater car, and got what more is there to do? Oh yeah, I should maybe throw the cap in the fire like I was planning to. Progress report day 2. I'm camping. I've got my tent set up there. I've got a little fire going here. We got firewood, and I had some friends come down. They brought a hammock and another tent and a bunch of food and stuff. And of course, I've been having a few whiskeys. I've finished off a bottle of 90, a bottle of Solan #1, a bottle of smoky black famous grouse, and an Oban Little Bay. I have a bit of Glenfiddich left and some Arran, and another 15 heels or so of bottles in the car. They also brought a van and chairs and things, and yeah, so we got a regular little camp going here, and that tarp is covering up the firewood, and I set this little shelter up just in case it rains. And they're orange guy wires. The orange guy wires hold the thing up, and you don't hit yourself on the head, or you don't decapitate yourself on them, because they're bright orange, they're easy to see. And so the table is covered up with the tarp, and should it rain, it's going to drain on the other side there. You're going to put the food away and stuff, because you don't want to attract wildlife like bears. We have a lot of little squirrels running around, and we've got some crows going ah 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 up above every so often. You know, they fly by and they sit in the tree and they start cawing at us. And this is our little camp right now. There's my tent, and there's everything that we got going. So it's beginning to look a lot like home. Everyone else is gone right now. My friend has gone to the restroom, and his kid and the neighbor's kid, they went down to the beach to play some game on the sand. And what do we got left here? Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got left? We got a few bottles left in here. They should be good to go. They're just the heels and should be enjoying them. So I guess I'll put together a video of this whole trip. There's water that I've been drinking with the whiskey. And I still got some groceries here, including oat cakes. So we're good to go. Alright, so that's my update for day number 2. It's Monday. It is the 7th of August. And yeah, it's going alright. I'm finally getting settled in. And I'm going to... oh, well. I got a little glass. This is the last of the 90 from Highwood. It's 5 years old. Canadian corn whiskey, even though it says rye on the label. And it's aged in ex-bourbon barrels. Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, for some reason, whiskey smells better out here, and it tastes better too. I had some Glenlivet 12 last night and this morning. Actually this morning. Last night I didn't have any of that, but the Glenlivet 12 smells so much better out here when I'm camping, and it tastes so much better too than it does in my apartment. It just does. It just is. Well, I guess I'll make another update tomorrow. It's what is it now? 7:45, so it's gonna start getting dark pretty soon, and I maybe will throw another log or two on the fire and sip some more whiskey. And this is a nice way to enjoy a vacation. Got another fire going here at the fire pit, and it's the third day. It's a Tuesday here, and everyone else has gone away to play baseball on the beach. Like I said, I got a fire going. I got my radio playing tunes, and the tunes are coming from an iPod that's set up on a great big power box here in the tent. So that thing there is the, I know it's kind of antiquated, but it's a road trip unit that I use in the car that's hooked up to this big battery, which is a power box, and that broadcasts the tunes to the little radio that's over there on the picnic table. And my friend Kevin brought his hammock so he can relax in there. He spent a few hours setting up the fire this afternoon while I was lying on the beach reading a book and half the time sleeping. What I got for tonight is maybe the heels of some Glenlivet, some Shelter Point, a Glengarry 12, the last of the 2006 Kilchoman. That's like even half a dram. That's like nothing. Some Aaron 14, some Paul John, edited, and some Cutty Sark. I think I'll start with the Cutty Sark just because it's only 40%, and it's a good way to start with something of lower alcohol content. Kevin made a bunch of that stuff there, kindling, so that he could set up a fire. So it wouldn't take him 3 hours to make a fire like it did today. Apparently the wood was a bit wet from the condensation. It's foggy here. And I'll give you a view of the beach one of these days, but this is just a camp. I got some more firewood here in my car and some more whiskey. I know I'm focusing on that, but and empties of water and tonic water, because tonic water with the gin and tonic, and empty water with, you know, every 50 mils of whiskey has to have half a liter of water, so there you go. So right now I'm just relaxing a little bit and looking around, or just taking it easy, just chilling, you know. Enjoying the fire. We got a bit of sun up through the fog up there, and this is going okay. And yeah, can't complain at all. This is kind of an update. I'll keep doing these every day, I guess. And I'm gonna run out of memory on my phone, so I'm gonna use a camera, and maybe the quality of the sound and video won't be as good on the camera because it's an old piece of shit camera, but it will be all right. Well, our little camp's been looking a little bit more lived in every day. We've got everything going. We've got clothes drying. We've got a few whiskeys to drink there. Just a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and a sample. So they're all just heels of bottles, and the rest of them are gone already. And yeah, the place is looking lived in. I don't think I have much memory left on the camera. The fire is slowly smoldering and getting some smoke out. Gonna have to go get some more firewood pretty soon. And yeah, we've got cooking facilities. We've got food in boxes and stuff, and we have a coffee pot. And I think I'll come back later on and throw a few corks on the fire for you. There's our resident pyromaniac, Robert, who's got to light everything afire. And he even takes logs that are burning and he lights them on fire too when they're burning already. And there's his dad, Kevin, who's been just met his sister for the first time ever, which is a really wild occurrence, and I was here to see it.
Yeah, she's 12 years older than me, and I'm 45, so we've both been around for a long time, and I'd never met her before. It was really...
And you even lived in the same neighborhood for a while and didn't know she was your sister.
Yeah.
And you never met her.
Very trippy.
Yeah.
Very trippy.
Extremely trippy. And then we have Erica there in the chair, who's just
sitting down.
She's sitting. She's doing some babysitting.
Eating the baby.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to get wood.
She's doing some pyromaniac sitting, and there's me here. Sitting. Yeah, I'm sitting too. Yeah. And yeah, you've seen our camp already, and this is what we're doing. And yeah. Oh, you're gonna get wood. Good. See you sooner. Okay, he's gonna get wood, and we're hanging out here for a bit. And
I'm trying to light a piece of cardboard.
you know, if you put some lighter fluid on that.
Yeah.
No! Don't. It's all good. I know you guys asked me to do this, so I'm gonna do it. I have a bottle here of Glengarry 12.
What?
And I did mention that corks would fly into the fire, and so I'm going to make corks fly into the fire, at least one anyway. Yeah, I think I'll finish this one tonight, or maybe my friends can help me with it. So, yeah, okay. There's the Glengarry 12, and there's the cork in the fire, right? Oh, shit, I missed. There. Right in the coals. And slancha. Day number 5, and we have a campfire going because it's cold here. Or should I say it's colder than it usually would be this time of year. We were saying that it's supposed to be summer. It's some joker's idea of summer. But we can sit here at the fire and play cards.
Pick that up.
So they're playing cards. And I'm reading a book. This one is Abyss Beyond Dreams by Peter Hamilton. It was a good read. I got a dram going and some water, and we got a few drams left on the table there, and coffee I think ready for the next day. And yeah, this is what camping's about. You can be lazy and do nothing. Glendronach 12. Actually, before I pour that, let's just throw the cork away in the fire. There we go. Oh, that's good for one more after that. That's fine. And we got some Dalwhinnie 15. Oh, that's a little generous, but you know me, I'm often that way. And this one here. You guys wanted to see it, right? So here it is. And these are, this one we're going to put sideways so that all the whiskey runs down to the bottom, and then we can do the real cheap Scotsman kind of thing by dripping it into the glass. So, oh yeah, slancha.
Chocolate.
Chocolate and peanut butter. Reese's, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about that?
That's what I said.
A Reese's peanut butter cup inside a graham cracker with a hot marshmallow on top. Holy crap.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Do we have enough fire to do that? I don't even know. Oh, we got a bit of fire. It's all right.
Get in there.
Get in there with your arm.
Oh, she got 3. She's going for a sugar buzz.
Oh yeah.
She's dropping on the ground.
Yay!
Quick 2-second rule.
Oh, it's been like 10 seconds until I got it.
Okay, keep the light still, man.
Okay, it's still.
Look, it's clean. There's nothing on it. Go for it.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Got it.
You're wasting all this soft, mushy goodness.
Well, it's Friday night. It's Friday night. Well, 20 after 5 on Friday. And so that means that I've been here since Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days. I've got another day tomorrow, and then on Sunday morning I'm going to have to pack up. There's my tent. It's working pretty good. My friend and the kids have gone, so we're down to minimalist, bare bones camping here. I've got very minimal dishes to wash. That's it right there, and a lot of the dirty silverware is what the kids left behind. Here we've got some soap for doing that and a washcloth, so we're all set. I've got 6 little bottles left on the Friday night. I plan to decimate at least 3 of them. Not that there's very much left in any of them. We've got a Tamdu 10, a Devil's Cut from Jim Beam, Ben Reef 12-year-old, a little bit of peat monster, which actually I blended peat monster with the remnants of some Glenlivet 12, and that was a really nice little combination, because I only had enough Glenlivet 12 for half a dram, so I put some peat monster in there, and then some Glenkinchie 12, which I don't know if you can read the label, but it's Glenkinchie 12. That'll go down good, and some Mortlach Rare Old. I don't know if you can see there's the label, Mortlach. So yeah, that's what's going on now. This is my penultimate night here, and we've even got the roasting sticks for roasting marshmallows and hot dogs. And I just had some hot dogs and wieners and beans for dinner, and I think I'm gonna get cleaned up. I'm gonna go down to the restroom where they have showers, and it's just on the other side of these trees here. And they got a garbage dump, so I can dump my empty can there, and everything is really nicely set up, and a big change from the usual pavement and traffic lights and all that bullshit. So that's the status of Friday. The date is the August 11th. I gotta brush my teeth, they're all mossy. So I'm going to do that. Brush my teeth, take a shower, enjoy a few whiskeys after that by the fire, which I will rekindle, even though there are a lot of coals left in there. Yeah. I've got plenty of firewood left in the car, which was purchased recently. So I've got wood to burn for tonight and tomorrow night, and a lot of empty bottles and cans of tonic water and bottles of water. I've been using the ice in the cooler, because the ice in the cooler keeps everything cool, right? There's not much left in here. A bit of cheese and a couple of wieners. That's going to be a meal tomorrow. 4 cans of tonic water. I've got just enough gin. Come on. Just enough gin to take care of that right there. It's a Bombay Sapphire gin, and that will use up the tonic water, and everything is calculated to last exactly till the end of the camping trip. In terms of empties, I've got a few empties here. Yeah, a few empties. And my friend took one bottle because he thought it was really interesting. That was a oh, you know what? It still smells like whiskey when you open this. This is cool. One of the kids did a little bottle of Devil's Cut right there. A little drawing, so I thought I'd keep that in there. And yeah, everything's working according to plan. The only couple of bottles that my friend took a bottle of Shelter Point because he liked the way the top worked on that. And one bottle of Elijah Craig 12, which was empty, was used as a place to put the bacon fat, the bacon grease, because there was no place to put it. We didn't have any open cans because all the open cans had been thrown away, and the bottle of Elijah Craig 12 had a large opening on the top, so it was just perfect for pouring bacon grease into. Then of course he put that bottle next to the fire there, and then when he poured that grease on the fire, it just went whoosh right up. It was great. Okay, so that's sort of like a progress report on how things are going on this fine Friday. Well, it's Saturday. It's Saturday at 4:20, and I'm about to make dinner soon. There's a can of beans right there, and I got 2 hot dogs left in there, and there's some cheese for tomorrow's breakfast to go with some sardines that are in the car. You may notice that things are a bit wet. It's because it's raining. It is raining, yes. I've been here all week, and now it's raining on the last day. I finished drinking everything that I had with me. Right there is a dram of Glen Kinchy 12 on the right and a Mortlach Rare Old on the left. The bottles are lying down to get the last of the drops out of it. I had 4 gin and tonics this afternoon, so I'm not feeling any pain and I'm not feeling any rain. There are all the empties right there. And there is my fire, which I made just before it started to rain. I've rigged a little thing up with my tent here. The piece that goes here and through there and in there is missing, so I hooked up some bungee cords to the guy wire for the shelter. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy the fire until this wood runs out tonight. I will make those 2 hot dogs. They're going to go on this stick here. I got this stick for putting hot dogs on, and I'm going to heat up a can of beans. Going to heat up a can of beans on the stove here, and this is camping. But I have two corks left, and these are the 2 corks from these 2 bottles, and I'm going to chuck these 2 corks into that fire. Here goes the Glen Kinchy right about here. Okay, that's down in there, and it's blazing up. It's blazing up, and here comes the one from the Mortlach. This is a fancy cork, a very fancy cork, but I'm sure it will burn as well. So we're going to put that right in there. Yeah, right next to the other one, and it goes blazing up too. Oh yeah, that is the way to go, and I've got nothing left to drink anymore. I'm going to hang out on the drier side. Look at these trees. These trees are fantastic and tremendous. They keep me dry. I've got my little shelter there over the picnic table and stuff. And my tent is going to be soaking wet. I should have put it up here, but when I had guests, they set up their tent right here where it's nice and dry, and that spot was left empty. I could set up my other tent that's in the car and put it right there, but what's the use? What is the use? Anyway, I'll see you sooner, and I'll be back to civilization, and I'll be editing this video, and I'll be putting it up for anyone who might be slightly in the least bit interested. But meanwhile, those 2 are sitting there, and they're going to rest and wait. They're going to wait until I've had something to eat and had something and brush my teeth and stuff, and then I will rekindle the fire with all this wood right there. And this is the reality of camping. Oh yeah, I've read about 300 pages of Peter Hamilton, Abyss Beyond Dreams. About 300 pages of it anyway. And so that's going good. I'm enjoying this book a lot. I'm into science fiction, in case nobody knew. It's not just whiskey that is one of my hobbies and passions. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole story of my camping trip of this year. That tent is going to be really wet in the morning, but I think I've got some R&R done, and I've been away from pavement and traffic lights for a while, which I think has done me good. I'm just having a delicious breakfast of sardines and oatcakes and water, and I've got a few dishes to wash from last night. I left them in the cooler so that the animals wouldn't smell it. The garbage I left in the car also. I even slept in the car. That front seat folded back to where that red backpack is, and I managed to save my sleeping bag from getting totally soaked. It rained so much that this was kind of flooded last night. My fire got put out by the rain. This, you can even see where the flood was. You can see where the water was covering the ground. This was all just like a pool of water, the whole thing right down here. This is my sleeping pad, which is destroyed anyway. It's like a foam pad with everything's coming off apart from it, so that's going in the bin. I've got some leftover propane and stuff for future. Got a lot of cans and bottles. Now, I'm curious to see what my tent's going to look like. I think there may be some water on here still. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's still some water on here. This is just the stuff. This is just what's dripping off the trees in the morning. And here we'll have a look at the dreaded tent, which I think is going to go also in the bin. Can I get this open? No, it's catching on the side. Oh yeah, pools of water in here. Pools of water. This tent is useless. It was even leaking before it started raining. I'm not kidding. Oh, I could have maybe. That's the side where I was sleeping on. It wasn't too bad, but this is just unacceptable. Pools of water in here. So, good thing I went to sleep in the car. At least in the car I didn't get soakered. And yeah, that tent and this thing is going in the bin. And that water is water that condensed on the top here on the tarp and fell on it, but it's wrecked anyway. You're supposed to be able to roll it up and take the air out of the foam, but it's not working. I thought I'd give you a look at the beach where I spent the week, and it was kind of foggy here the whole time. And this is the best weather we've had all week. You can actually see the islands out there. They're not covered in fog. You can see boats in the distance, but probably not with this camera. And there's a bit of fog above us, but not much. This is just blowing away. This morning I saw clear blue sky and the moon right out here. But anyway, this is what it looks like now. So now I'm in the process of packing up, throwing away things, and had my breakfast. I got everything cleaned up. I'm just gonna throw away the tent, which was given to me by Cindy, who found it in a garage sale for like $10, and the stupid thing leaks terribly, so I ended up sleeping in the car and climbing the steps, you see, to get back. And I think what I need to get is something like this deal here, where you put the tent on top of your car. That's a good idea, a very good idea. Keeps your tent clean and keeps you from getting soaked.
Fetwick. 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 Fetwick.
Fat Clegg.